What's up guys, I'm A.K.Kausar and this is my second video in my YouTube channel. Fear. Fear.
I just love the smell of fear.
Fear is what stops us. Fear of trying something new. Fear of the unknown. Fear of being different. Fear of being embarrassed. Fear of failure. I know maybe there are big things you want to do, big dreams, big goals, but you're afraid. You're afraid to be strong, to be bold, to try something really different. Most people afraid to do something different. Afraid to leave school, afraid to leave their textbooks, afraid to leave their method they were trained in school. Afraid to be different. Afraid if they fail, they'll look stupid. Leaving, doing something different, starting your own business, changing your career suddenly to something different. Leave school to experience the world for a while. Those are even scarier, bigger fears. So maybe you think I'm going to tell you, don't be afraid. Right, I've accomplished so many things. Because I'm never afraid. I'm strong all the time. That's not true. That is not true. Fear is okay. Fear is normal. Look, we are all trained by the school system to be afraid. They programmed all of us to fear being different, to fear risk, to fear failure, to fear bad grades, to fear the teacher not liking us, to fear being unpopular. We're all programmed with those fears, and therefore we all have them. Me too. Before every big thing I tried in my life, every different thing, every crazy idea I tried, every new experience, I felt fear. Often a lot of fear. Sometimes I was terrified. When first time I tried public speaking, I was terrified. I was so afraid. Before starting my YouTube channel, I was afraid. Afraid I was gonna fail. Afraid I would embarrass myself. And I'm still afraid sometimes. But I think of try something different, something new, something strange, something that's not normal. I still feel afraid. So it's okay if you feel afraid. I think a lot of people, they worry, oh, I'm not strong, I'm afraid of public speaking, I'm afraid of failure, I'm afraid I'll look stupid, I'm afraid to take a chance, I'm afraid of the unknown. It's okay. It's okay. It's not that the fear is the problem. It's okay. The only question is, will you still do something? Will you act anyway? Even though you're afraid, you're still gonna try, you're still gonna push forward. That's all we have to do. Even if you just push forward a little bit. And if you read the most biographies about successful people, if they're honest, they also will admit, yeah, I was afraid. And one of famous Kazakh heroes, Baujan Momoshulo. Yeah, Baujan Momoshulo, he's super strong. He's tough. He's a tough guy. He's strong, tough guy. He liked a boxer. He was a boxer and fighter. He was in army. He was in a famous battle. And when when 28 soldiers, led by Momoshula, fight against 300 German soldiers. Just imagine, 300 against 28. They survived and they won. And everybody thought, oh, Baoja Momoshula is super strong and is never afraid. But Baoja Momoshula talked about this and he's admitted, no, that's not truth. I was so afraid that time. The key to being hero is act anyway. Even when you're afraid, just take an action. Just try anyway. Go ahead, it's okay, be afraid. But don't stop. That's the key thing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Because when you do, when you find this, that's what's great. When you don't stop, when you go forward anyway, you try something. And then you try something. In fact, especially if you fail, you find it's not as bad as you imagined. It's not as terrible as you thought it would be, usually. So, for example, first time I gave my first public speeches, I was terrified. And yeah, I was bad. I failed. Right, I failed, meaning I give really bad speeches. But I found out that, and you know what? So what? Nobody laughed at me. Nobody yelled at me. Nobody said anything mean to me. In fact, everybody was supportive. Like they'll say, it's a hit, it's all right. No big deal. That was good. Good job. You find that actually when you fail, most people, especially true friends and good family members, they'll be supportive. They'll say, it's a hey, it's all right. No big deal. It's okay. The more you fail, you feel the fear. You're afraid. It's okay. Try anyway. And then maybe you fail when you realize, oh, it's not fun, but it's not as bad as I thought. It's not horrible. I survived, so then the next time, your fear a little less. You will still feel some fear. Yeah, you will still be afraid a little bit, I promise you, but a little less. And then the next time, a little less. And then again, a little less and a little less. And gradually the fear is lower and lower and lower for public speaking, for example. If I give a speeches a very strange audience, a different audience, not the people I usually talk to, about a different topic, something I don't usually talk about, then I probably will feel nervous again. Because I don't know this audience. Well, I don't know how they react, what they're like. I don't know. I'm not comfortable speaking about this new topic. I'm not used to it. So in that kind of situation, yeah, I would feel nervous and afraid again. It's okay, but I just try anyway. And I survived, and so will you. So will you. That's the thing that I really want to tell you now. You have to push yourself. If you think of something different, ideas, about college, about school, about public speaking, about job interviews, and all of these are a little scary. I realize that I don't want to make you to think that you always be strong and confident all the time, that you're supposed to feel super confident You won't. Nobody does. Nobody does. Fine, it's okay. It's okay, be afraid. It's okay. It's totally okay, totally normal. That's totally alright. Just try anyway. The good news is when you keep trying, the fear gets less and less and less with time. But don't criticize yourself to be afraid. That's fine. We all are. I am. You are. Everybody else. Well, if you like my video, please subscribe and click that little bell symbol and support this channel. And you know we will meet again, right?
Sí, hasta la muerte.